From my encounter with it, I have found that a true transpersonal experience is non-prejudice and non-preferential, and is open and available to anyone, regardless of illness, disability, race, age, gender, sexuality, intelligence, education, qualifications, experience, position, status, wealth, recognition, refinement, realization, and even religious preference for that matter.
For many people who do not know about the reality of such, don't you think that they may speculate your mystic experiences as just being a result of hallucinations of the illness? How do you justify that to the contrary? Many of us out there don't believe in all this to start with, and from that perspective, you would indeed be labelled as still being very much mad.
That's a fair question. But for starters, and as I always say to people, regardless of what you believe, it's either there or it isn't. It's that simple. And as I said in my speech, experiences of union with all reality have been happening to human beings since the beginning of time. It is not a rare or unique experience. Correction. It is rare and unique at any one time on the mass scale, but it can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Experiencing such is non-prejudice, but we have to be seeking it out to allow it to come upon us. Sadly, most of us run around totally blinded by materialism to ever be inclined to encounter and appreciate the true meaning of life. Saint Teresa of Avila, the 16th century Spanish mystic, stated that if you prepare the house, the guest, grace, will come. You have to be inclined towards it for it to come upon you. Secondly, I was in good, regular, normal health when I encountered my first mystic experience. So no, it was not a result of the illness, such as delusional religious identifications, the Jesus syndrome as it is commonly known. No. Thirdly, all my mystic experiences have been a profound feeling of unity and connection with everything. I did not see or hear it all, which would assume hallucinations. I felt unified with it all, at the very depths of my being. I've never known anyone to hallucinate a subjective feeling of being. Maybe physical feelings of the body, yes, but not subjective feelings of being, and especially that of unity with everything beyond yourself. Nor do I think it is even remotely possible to hallucinate at that level of being, since it is deeper, behind and beyond the corruption of the individual mind anyway. And further, for those who doubt the reality of something greater and beyond personal identity, if you want cold hard justification that consciousness is behind and beyond all reality, not just confined within individuality, then I invite you to go and take a beginner's crash course in quantum physics, and it may just reveal to you what I testify to here.
God?
Well, take a look at reality close enough and it will very much lead to that ideal. Just for starters, take a look at the building block of nature, the atom, how precise and perfect its structure and many arrangements operate. That is certainly not random. If it were, the entire universe and all reality would just be a total mash of gross splatter everywhere. This is not the nature of the universe. Look at how complex and marvelous nature is. There is no way that is random. There is precise conscious order behind the atom structure and function that makes up everything. And that conscious order is everywhere, throughout all reality and existence. It's in you, it's in me, it's in the chair, it's in the camera, it's in the building, it's in nature, the earth, and even space and beyond. That conscious presence is everywhere. It is boundless, infinite, and impersonal. Yet since we exist within it, we have the ability, or rather it can impose its presence upon us directly and personally. And this is what happens in a mystic encounter, when we experience union with the all in all. How else do you think unity with all reality is possible? It's because of that boundless conscious presence pervading it all, holding everything together. And it is the same for all of us, no matter what name we give it or how we desire to worship it. Whether we believe in it or not, it is always there, sustaining everything.
What you speak of sounds like the Force out of Star Wars.
Yes, Very much so. Only Yoda got his words back to front and round the wrong way. It creates life, not life creates it.
So there is a God then?
Don't take my word for it. I'd rather you discover the answer to that for yourself. We all have the capacity to discover the answer to that. What is true about that? We just need to be given the spark to find out to start with. That's all I'm going to say in response to that. And to empower your dignity further still, I will let you in on a little secret. Your subjective self is just as healthy, normal, and exactly identically the same as in a sane person. Subjectivity is the perfect God aspect that pervades, creates, sustains, and retrieves all manifest reality. You, me, everyone, and everything, everywhere. You want dignity? You cannot get any more dignified than that. To realize that is far more empowering for you than anything else you could ever achieve or hope for, because I can tell you now that most individuals of sane disposition are not even remotely aware of such equality and unity shared in subjectivity, the subjective absolute of all in all.